Fast walk therapy might sound like something invented by a motivational speaker in a tracksuit, but it's actually a growing area of interest among scientists studying the mood-boosting effects of brisk movement. You don't need a therapist, a treadmill, or a yoga mat that costs more than your rent. Just some shoes, a sidewalk, and 15 minutes of your day. That's it. The humble fast walk, long overlooked in favor of more glamorous fitness routines, is getting its moment, and it's turning out to be a surprisingly potent antidote to low mood, mental fog, and even creeping anxiety. At its core, fast walk therapy is exactly what it sounds like: walking quickly with intention, not sprinting, not sauntering, just that perfect middle ground where your arms start swinging a little, your heart rate picks up, and you might start to question your fashion choice of that heavy denim jacket. It's not about burning calories, though it does, or building quads, though it helps, or becoming a cardio god, though honestly, give it a few weeks. It's about what's happening in your brain, because that faster-than-average walk kicks off a cascade of physiological changes that your body basically interprets as, oh, we're doing something good for ourselves now. First, let's talk about blood flow. When you start moving quickly, your heart pumps harder and your blood vessels dilate, sending more oxygen-rich blood straight to the brain. That influx isn't just good for focus or attention, it's also linked to better emotion regulation. This is the kind of circulation you want when you're stuck in a mental doom spiral about an email you sent 5 hours ago. That added blood flow bathes your brain in a literal stream of rejuvenation, carrying with it not just nutrients, but also a sense of clarity and calm. It's like hitting refresh on your browser, but for your nervous system. Then there are endorphins. These are your body's natural mood elevators, often released during moderate to vigorous activity, and yes, fast walking counts. These little neurochemical cheerleaders help blunt pain, reduce stress, and generally make you feel like you've got your life together, even if you're just speed walking to a grocery store for oat milk. Endorphins are chemically similar to morphine, but instead of needing a prescription, you just need to hustle to the corner and back. And while they don't exactly fix your problems, they do make your problems feel 30% more manageable, which is sometimes all you need. What's even more encouraging is that this practice doesn't demand perfection. You don't need an hour-long workout. 15 minutes of brisk walking can provide noticeable boosts in mood, particularly for people dealing with mild depression or anxiety. It's short enough to feel doable even on those heavy, sluggish days, and long enough to jumpstart a positive feedback loop. One study from the University of Texas found that a 15-minute brisk walk was enough to significantly reduce self-reported levels of negative emotion. The best part? The benefits appear almost immediately and don't require 6 weeks of compliance or a calorie tracking app that judges your lunch. There's also the psychological power of movement itself. Walking, especially outside, ideally around something vaguely green, is both rhythmic and forward-moving, two characteristics that seem to register deep in our brains as things are progressing. When your feet are moving, even your subconscious seems to go, oh, maybe we're not stuck after all. And in a modern world where people often feel physically static but mentally overstimulated, that kind of simple, embodied forward motion is deceptively healing. Of course, all of this is just science catching up with what grandmas, poets, and overly energetic dogs have known for centuries. Walking helps. It clears the cobwebs. It gets the heart going. It gives you space to think without the pressure to perform. Fast walk therapy is not some newfangled hack. It's a gloriously low-tech, side-effect-free ritual that asks for very little and offers a great deal. Especially when paired with a good playlist, a podcast that makes you laugh, snort, or just the ambient drama of your neighborhood's outdoor cat politics. So the next time you're spiraling, overwhelmed, or simply in that weird midday funk that makes you question the point of everything, consider walking it out. Quickly. Not because it will solve all your problems, but because it might make them easier to hold. Your brain loves a little motion. Your blood loves a little oxygen. Your mood loves a little endorphin nudge. And frankly, your future self loves any excuse to get off the couch. You don't need to train for a marathon. You just need to move like you're trying to catch a bus with dignity, determination, and maybe a little bit of urgency. That's fast walk therapy. It's cheap, cheerful, and weirdly effective.